Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this video, and we are going to make the Overseer mask. A great addition to your display case, wherever you want. And this is me, and I'll show you how to make it. And I know you don't want to watch this whole video because it's very long. So here's a small table of contents just for you. I hope you enjoy.
What will we do with the drunken whaler? What will we do with the drunken whaler? What we do with the drunken whaler early in the morning.
As you can see, one half takes about 7 hours. It says 7 hours, but it actually takes about 8, 7.5. And one of the things you have to do is glue it together. I just use super glue and then an X-Acto knife to get the rust off. And after you're done doing a quick little sand, clean it and then spray paint it with either a filler primer or just a regular paint primer. Now the beloved sanding process is started. It is my favorite part of all of my projects, and you can even hear me complaining about it in the background right now. Yep. Yeah, I muted that because it was really annoying. So basically what I'm saying is that I sanded for a long time. No results were showing. And I even took the lengths of cutting off the little nubs of each little layer to make them straight. That's all I was saying. The sanding process, you just gotta suck it up and do it so that it looks nice. Pain equals reward. Pain, obviously. See that? Ouch. The sanding process is what takes up most of your time for any of these type of projects, so you'll be sanding for quite a bit. And one of the things you have to do is collect the dust, make a nice little line, see a little snort going on, and it'll hit you in the good. Oh, or you could throw it away. Yeah, you can do that too. Washing the dust away helps you see where you need to sand. And it cleans it a little bit, but use denatured alcohol right before you go out and spray. And watch this very awesome high quality footage of me spraying. Enhanced. Unfortunately, after a lot of the different sprays I did, it turned out really awful. You can still see all the print lines. It just looks really bad. And I was really disappointed. The only way to do this is to keep sanding and to spray it again and again and again. One way that I thought would speed up the process was using that filler primer and kind of giving it a thick coat so that it could fill in all the areas. There's areas that look really bumpy and a little clumpy just because there might be dust on it or there's just really bad sanding job done and there's still things sticking up that the paint's sticking to. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of check-in to see what's happening. And I've been sanding forever. I think this is coat 3. And this time I decided 2 coats of the primer filler primer, whatever. And it's coming off like sand. I have to wash my different sanding utensils many times because it just cakes on and fills up to a crazy amount. And then you can't use it because the sand's covered up. And as of now, the smoothness is unreal. It makes my efforts worth it. It feels great. It's so smooth in certain spots. So like the inlays of this symbol are really hard to smooth out because they're a couple 3D print layers down. And so this tool has been a lifesaver. Absolutely recommend. It's everything you need. It fits perfectly, different shapes, the triangle end and the round end. The round end I've been using to, you know, get rounded sections smooth. I can't get into that with this nail file. And it comes with a whole bunch of different grits and stuff anyway. The end product will be worth it. That's what I keep telling myself. Just keep going. Okay, time-lapse time. I'm using XTC 3D just because right above the eyes, right at that eyebrow line, there are so many holes and sanding it's going to actually take forever. So filling them up is a lot smarter way to go about it. And you can see in the results, it's hard to tell if it looks better because it's clear, but once you paint it, it looks a lot better. An unfortunate accident happened when I was spray painting this black. There was just a little bit of a little drop that was forming, and I was trying to blow it away, just make it smooth, but then the wind caught my hair and it just got cut up all in it, and it was bad. My hair turned black for a little bit, but it's fixable. Sanding is the only way to go. And also, I had to buy a new black spray paint can, so that's it. It does the same stuff. It's just sanding these areas and then you just spray it again. After sanding and a new coat of black, it's ready for gold. And as you'll see in a couple seconds, another accident has happened. I am sorry. Look. It's beautiful except for that. I almost feel like just giving up and crying. I'm never working on it ever again. It's like he just ate some acid and it just melted his freaking face off. Look at it. Dribbling down the side. Why? Done. Okay, I took a break from this whole project. Had some dinner, had sushi with my family. Because this was just so sad. It was so much work. I literally was doing the last spray and the it's not a clogged nozzle, it's just the nozzle wasn't really fitting on the spray can and it kept pooling on top of the can. And so as I was pulling it away, 2 huge drops. Land. Ruined it. Ruining everything. I mean, that's beautiful. Look at that. Sometimes it's like my effort paid off and it looks like metal. And sometimes you can like tell, like that's definitely 3D printed. But effort is definitely not paid off if stuff like that happens. It's so annoying. Because I tried wiping it up with a napkin, but last time I tried sanding this part, you can still see it. It took up the paint and now it just looks kind of weird. You can see that whole splotch. That was too much spray paint. This was a heck of spray paint, like that. I'm still a little annoyed by it, but definitely recoverable. and it looks fantastic. So I'll just distract myself from this and look at the rest. It'll be like leafy or something. I don't have a chin. Oh my gosh, please. Don't look at my face. But yeah, fixing time. Can't have a perfect project. Doesn't exist. To achieve the weathered look, you could go about it different ways. I'll just show you the way I'm doing it. You can follow that or not, or go your own path. Your decision, your project. So get your brushes, get your paint, however you're gonna do that, black. And then you just wanna do, I find that I like to do a little tiny corner and then get the brush dry. That's too wet. Oh well. Because it does this ugly collecting. And most of the stuff you put down you wipe off anyway, so it's okay. So I'll make it more dry. Some thick black. Yeah. What? Why? Boo-hoo. Okay, so what did I accomplish? Well, I took off most of the paint. I'd say like 10% stays on. So let's do a little zoom. Not much is put on, as you can see. But that little bit that was put on accentuated this stroke. So if you get like a collection of paint that you don't like let's say this, not really in any spot that's supposed to be dirty, all I've been doing is just getting another rag, getting it wet, dipping it in water, and you can wash it off. Easy. So flat surfaces, here's a little tip. Take your brush, get your color on it. Super messy, sporadic. And then do the same as taking it off. But be light. See, like, just that little bit left on. Fine, keep doing it. And then it'll look good. Like the top. One thing I didn't show was me painting in that symbol. Unfortunate, but it's very simple. You just get some black on your paintbrush, keep in the lines, don't go astray and go on top, and then you should be good. And then after you're done with that, you just spray it with the satin clear enamel. Here's the satin clear enamel. And I think it makes it look 10 times better. The light just diffracts, excuse my proper English. That sounded awful. It makes it look a lot softer. It's not as sharp of a gold that was on earlier. It just changed how the light hits it. It just looks a lot better. And I have the image that of both of them side by side. The one on the right is just the gold, and the one on the left is with the enamel. I like it a lot. And this is the finished mask. This is the end of the paint job, and I think this is the end of the video as well. There's actually 2 to 3 more steps you could take with your mask. Step 2, make your mask wearable with straps. Step 3, make a hood so it looks just like the game. And then step 4, Make a stand so you can display it wherever you'd like. So here's some Kevlar to close this color, and it goes 3 connectors, 2 temples and then top, connecting in the back behind your head. Okay. What do you think? What do you think, huh? Help me out, man. Help me! Well, that's the gold on the yellow. I mean, here's the comparison between the two. It's definitely more gold, but I think it needs just a little, a little more. It's just a little bright. So if your straps are made of Kevlar, easiest way to do is with any type of X-Acto knife or box cutter knife. It works the best. I try to do a bandsaw. Don't do a bandsaw. I thought I was cool. Don't. And then this is the top one, and I already sewed the loop in. It's not the best stitch sewing, and I use black. Good job. Doesn't even blend in. I just couldn't find the right color. And I was lazy, I didn't want to change it out. Anyway, so this is the top, and it's not measured at the moment. I just left a lot on, and this is way more than needed, so that I can either cut or just glue more to the top of the mask, you know, for however long it needs to be. And this is gonna go around the head. Velcro, and I just bought Velcro. Great, now it's just the perfect time to use it. So we'll see if I can spray paint these. Maybe I won't. And oh, I realized a mistake. If I don't know, maybe they'll cover each other. We'll see. I might just spray paint them. Now we're gonna get to adhesion of putting the straps on. So some 5-minute epoxy. Everything's already set up, don't need that. We have, so if you look at the pictures, the game, right above this top eyebrow is where the strap comes out. So I tested on my own head, good height. Any lower, I was thinking right here, and that would be like right over your ear, and that's not comfortable. So I have a little clamp. I'm getting it ready. It's gonna look something like this and clamped. I have a mark you need about 1 inch. And the thing I don't have prepared right now, here we go actually. Here's a little file. Rough up the surface that will be touching the mask, so that inch. Don't like hulk it and freaking break the thing, just get it a little rough, like. That's pretty good, almost gonna get the corner. Can't go wrong with the nail file. Where was this? This is a nice one. Oh my god. I needed this when I was sanding. I had to go out and get more. There we go. Nice and fluffy. Kind of ready to hold on to the glue on all those little parts, just like the Velcro. So I'm going to, it's too much of a mess. What's happening here? If it's attached like that, I'm just gonna mark where I need to rough it up. Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty fuzz. And wait. Yeah, okay, this is the right side. This is the right side. Oh. Ah! Hey, I'm doing something right now. What do you want? What? No, no. Stop. No! What? You're not allowed up here. Okay, we'll just don't touch this. Yeah. Mix, mix, mix. Some weird stuff in there, but it's fine. Bloop. Mix it all in there. That's someone going into the garage. Just don't jump over here, cat. I don't need your drama. I'm gonna keep doubting myself. Yeah, that's fine. I marked one of them wrong. I don't remember which one. Okay. Race in our garage. Don't flick your tail at me. Climb, 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 climb. Climb, climb, climb. Ah! Bam. Looking pretty good. Next one. I mean, okay. I do love this build. Why am I mixing this? I haven't even roughed it up yet. Fast, fast, fast. I was gonna say something, but now it's go time. No, it's starting to... Ah! Clamp. Assistant, clamp. No assistance for me. Okay. I don't even know if it'll connect. To be honest. Little test. Huh? Huh? That looks good. Working mask. Wow. First one yet. I don't really have any extra on this one. I did too little. I need to cut out my sighing. I sigh too much when I'm trying to explain because it just doesn't come out. The opposite of sigh. But this, so I have a pretty long piece of the soft side of the Velcro so that it can fit other people's head besides mine. I have a small head. Oops. I have a small head, so when it's closed, it's the smallest setting, I guess you could say. Like, this is probably my head. This is probably my brother's head. And so he has a big head, so it'll fit almost anyone. So I'm marking where it was perfect. It felt comfortable. And now we're gonna cut just an inch extra so that it has some points for the epoxy to adhere. And this is slightly awkward because this loop is in the way of both the Velcro and just both of the Velcros. So getting it on and off is a little bit weird because you have to hold this away and then it's sliding underneath and they're both right there. Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, but it's fine. Not that high. many passes. And also you can go slow because if I went fast on one of them and then I jumped. Okay, bought these things. This is gonna be on the stand. And it's gonna be covered by a black party suit. Ooh. The spandex suit, I'm just gonna cut the head off. Put it over there. And then I also bought some black Velcro, Party City, Hobby Lobby. There you go. Well, I got a medium and it fits, but it's hard to blink. I can't open my eyes too much because my eyelashes and my eyelids are just pressed into my eyeballs right now. I wonder if you can actually see my face. I can't see very well. Oh, it's a medium, so it's probably for kids. Maybe I could add some fabric to the back because this is really tight. See when this is fixed. I'm like eating it. Oh god. Cut the head off your spandex suit and you'll want to leave a little bit of a collar around it so they can go underneath clothes when you actually wear the mask. And the first part of... Well, I was just editing the video and noticed that I forgot to explain a very vital part of making the spandex hood for this mask. And I'm just gonna have to say excuse the AC noise. I just moved and it's very loud. So I made a little demonstration because I did not bring it with me when I moved. So here's my little demonstration. Just imagine, if you will, that this is the spandex back hood. Spandex zipper. And I have demonstrated with paper clips as stitching how the stitches work. And I will also demonstrate how to add extra fabric, as I didn't do it with pictures or video as I was making it. So this is what you have to do. You take your hood, you flip it inside out. So we flip it inside out so you can see all the seams, right? And then you unstitch half. So you unstitch a side that's spandex that's touching the zipper. So you say you unstitch it. Here's me unstitching it. Okay, so now it doesn't come off because this is paper. Obviously they're not connected anymore, but you unstitch it from the bottom of the hood all the way to the top of the head. So it's still connected, but it's kind of held like this. And there's other sides of this, the hood, that are obviously still connected, but the back part is only held together by the end. So what you do is you take your extra piece of fabric, turn it the other way, inside out, and you take your zipper and you put it together like this. Just like how all your other pieces of fabric are connected, you want to put two of the sides that are facing outward together, so that whenever you have it on the other side, it's looking like it was before, but now you're using a different piece of fabric. So let's pretend we stitch this on. I hope this makes a little bit more sense. So here's your extra fabric. You have your extra fabric put on. Now this is still connected way up here at the top, right? It's still connected to the zipper at the top of this hood. And you have this weird extra fabric. So one of my halves is much longer than the other because it had to go around and this had to bend around the extra fabric. But for the sake of the demo, and it's spandex so it's easier to stretch, for the sake of the demo, let's assume that this piece is stretched and it already connects up here. And you, as the creator, have stitched. So you do the same fold. So let's pretend this continues up, fold it up like this, stitch along just like this. So everything's pointing up. You don't want anything pointing down because the other side looks nice and flush. So you take your extra fabric, stitch it back to the original. Whoop. Okay. So now you have your original half on this side. You have the zipper in the middle. You have the extra piece in between the zipper. Sorry if I'm hitting the camera. Now you have your extra piece in between the zipper and the other side of the original of the hood, right? This is still going up and connecting to the top. Then you flip it over, and now you have your spandex hood, original on this side, original on this side, with this new piece in the middle from wherever else you got it from that suit. And you have increased the hood size. Obviously this is optional, but this is what I had to do, and this is how you sew it to look neat. And I just didn't explain it earlier, and I hope this little clip will help you. It's on the mannequin, just that little thing, I'm fine with it. I was gonna make a zipper stop or whatever the heck it's called, and I was trying to make it out of fabric, and the zipper came out and I had to like piece the whole thing together, and I was getting really frustrated. So I did the ingenuity. So I fixed that problem with ingenuity. Let's take a closer look. I stapled it, and guess what? It works great. My sewing is good. This is the sewing job. Can you see it? Because I can't. It's fine. I didn't ruin it. It still works. There's a zipper. And my head can fit in it, so done. I'd say this is a success. Here's the base of the stand. And it's very angular because this mask is a lot more angular. And so, yeah, I like this size. I was thinking for this stand, it's a lot of stand for a mask, but I was thinking I would go out and buy a styrofoam head, and that would be where it lays on. So the styrofoam head would have it'll have whatever that word is right here. It'll have that type of hood over it, and then the straps on it. So I think that would look really cool. And yeah, so that's it for the base. I'm gonna clean up the wood. Unlike the last mask stand, I didn't do any treatment to the wood, so I want to make this, it's only gonna be one piece of wood, but I'm gonna make it look a little bit nicer. So now it's time to that's so cool. As of now, I have the mask obviously done, and I have the spandex under hood done. And so what I'm planning on doing is working on the frame, the structure that will hold this whole thing up. My idea is I'm just gonna use this one dowel, and the styrofoam has a circle in the bottom. I got this new knife in Europe. It's a whittling knife. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whittle the top part of this so that it could fit in the hole. Then I'm gonna mount it to the baseboard, treat the wood so that it looks nice. And then I'm gonna fill the inside of this with epoxy and put it on the stake. It's pretty much gonna be a stake. It's done! Yay! Let's do that same spin thing I did in the first mask video. This is it on its stand. The spike is put into the foam head and the mask is put onto the whole thing. Bam! And it looks, can you see it very well? It looks really good. The only issue I slightly have is this little flap, which can easily be changed. You can just add like a little loop on this strap and just slide it over, kind of like a watch. But boom, that's it. Thank you for watching. As suggested in my Dishonored mask video, I should make one that it can be worn and show that it works being worn. I am wearing it. Is that proof for you now? Okay. It's time to go edit this video now and see if I can. It's just a boob shot, isn't it? That's for you. I just winked. Hopefully it turns out. I am the overseer nun. Fear me. I can't see out of it right now. Overseer nun. Overseer nun. Overseer nun. Tune in next time when we build something just as cool. Hopefully. But